welcome back everyone, Toy Shiz here, and it's that time of the year once again. The Walmart CollectorCon is upon us, where everyone comes together and they pre-order things, and then those pre-orders never come. They get canceled and everything else. Now, yeah, well, maybe they fixed it this time. In all honesty, the older Walmart CollectorCons, let's just say this. We have come a long way. Yes, they still cancel stuff, but stuff still shows up, so that's always good. Couple things to go over real fast. This is going to be the standard Walmart CollectorCon. There's not going to be anything crazy to it. Pre-order what you like. Don't. Those are your options. A lot of this stuff, as stated in the various listings, we'll go over it as we talk about each toy, but some of it says, well, it's only going to be available in store. We will see how that goes, because there's always that, well, look at this, it showed up and everything else. We've seen that multiple times. The other thing, help your friends. Help your friends. I'll have all the links down in the description below. Help them get the things that they want. Yes, for the most part, for the people on the West Coast, you're going to have to wake up fairly early. It's not quite as Target early, but it's still early, right? And it's going to be 2 days of this. But as I always tell everyone, if this stuff sells out, don't worry. Don't freak out. Don't flip out. Don't write, oh my God. Just accept it and go, I'm sure it'll come back, because they always do. These things always come back in some way, shape, or form. And we all know that if you pre-order now, then it doesn't happen, right? It doesn't show up. And then once was out of stock, comes back into stock, and then you can order it then, and it shows up the next day, which has happened to me with the last round of Marvel Legends figures, the Spirit Spider, and of course the Spider-Man 77 or whatever. It's how it goes. But I'm here to help. If you have any questions, feel free, write them down in the comments. People can help too. Join in. It'll be a big conversation. Before we get started, as always, I will have affiliate pre-order links down in the description below if you so choose to order these. Hey, thanks in advance for using my links. So, to kick everything off, we have the first day, which is October 9th, which, ironically, is the same day as New York Comic Con kicks off. Wow, go figure. I'm sure that wasn't lined up perfectly. I bet Walmart is going to be at New York Comic Con. Go figure. This all kicks off at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. East, and it's 2 days. Keep that in mind. Each day has something new, but for day one, we'll kick it off with Mattel. So they're going to be having a bunch of wrestling figures. This is not exactly my cup of tea, but we can talk about them real fast. This is the WWE Monday Night War Elite Collection Booker T action figure. He's going to set you back roughly $25. They're always rolling back prices, so it's $24.78. Don't get confused. But hey, it looks pretty cool. My question to everybody who collects WWE figures and wrestling figures and whatnot, is it hard to come by when you try to get wrestling figures? It's just not something I collect. I hear various stories, but how about now, in recents and with Walmart in particular? Is it easy to come by the figures that you want? Like in particular, if you pre-order these, do you get them, or do you get a Marvel Legends type situation like with most of us with Hasbro? The next figure, again, for $25, roughly WWE Monday Night War Elite Collection, The Rock. So Mr. Black Adam himself, The Rock, in his fancy shirts and his fancy glasses, giving people the people's eyebrow in that. Comes with various hands, glasses, chain, and you get pieces for the Build-A-Figure. Then you also can grab the Lex Luger action figure set. So again, he's going to come with Build-A-Figure parts and pieces. Going to set you back $25. That looks pretty cool. Again, I don't collect wrestling figures. I always think that they have pretty good likenesses. You get Build-A-Figures and you get extra hands and whatnot. There just seems to be a lot, like a constant onslaught of wrestling figures, especially during the holidays. They get nice end caps and big store displays, all of that. And then we have the WWE Monday Night War Elite Collection Fatu. So that's continuing on with the Build-A-Figure parts set of this particular wave. I have no idea who this is. His name is Fatu. He's got some crazy clothes, and they all have various writing on them. So he comes with the arms of the Build-A-Figure. And then we're also going to be getting the WWE X Street Fighter Rey Mysterio action figure. So this is a separate line. These were revealed this past San Diego Comic-Con. These will set you back $25, and if you didn't put two and two together, will combine various wrestlers with Street Fighter characters. So Rey Mysterio and Ryu. It's not my thing, but hey, that's pretty cool. I'm going to stick with Jada for the whole Street Fighter thing, but I know a lot of wrestling fans out there are definitely into these. Let me know your thoughts down below. I like that they give them some energy effects. That's really cool. You got some fists and some alternate looks. And then, for whatever reason, Walmart is so weird when you go to look, like the pre-listings and everything else. It's so weird hour to hour. Some things stay on, some things they drop, then the photos lose, and it's just weird. But there will be a second WWE X Street Fighter featuring The Rock as M.Bison. So he'll be setting you back $25. This is what I would imagine The Rock dresses like in everyday. When you don't see him, when the cameras aren't rolling, he's just the final boss of everyday life. So there you go. So he comes with a big old shoulder padded cape and energy effects and the hat and whatnot. So yeah, The Rock is now M.Bison until the new movie comes out, which I'm actually looking forward to. Then there is a collection of 3. So you get a nice box set here. This is the WWE Elite Collection Wyatt 6. And it's going to set you back 75 big ones, which, yeah, that's a lot. But again, if you get a bunch of parts and pieces in it, which seemingly you do, and I have no idea who these characters are, but one of them is a rabbit man. I'm going to assume a Donnie Darko type situation, something like that. The wrestling fans are just going to murder me in the comments. But here it is, all boxed up, ready to go. The Wyatt 6 set of 3 collectible 6-inch action figures. Say that all in one go. Moving on, we have from the Pokemon Company. If you're a Pokemon fan, you can pick up this Pokemon trading card game Phantasmal Flames Booster Bundle. This will set you back 30 big ones. It's got great artwork. I'm shocked that Pokemon is still a thing. It is still very much a thing. I'm not knocking it at all. I think that that's pretty cool. A lot of people are just crazy about this. I went into my local GameStop the other morning, and I guess it had just opened because I walked across the street from the gym, and I walk in, and there was like 35 people, which at GameStop, you're usually the only one in there, and they go, oh, what can I help you with? And then they just watch you as you scour for whatever you're looking for. But I was like, whoa. And the guy goes, oh, hey, welcome. He goes, if you're here for Pokemon, we're not going to have any more sets. I'm like, nope. I'm here for the standard nerdy stuff. I'm looking for DC Multiverse, Transformers, Marvel Legends, not this Pokemon nonsense. But yeah, all those people in line, I hope you got what you were looking for. But if you'd like, there are 2 versions of this Phantasmal Flames. You can get the packs or you get the box set. So if you like them, I'll put the links down in the description below. Next up, from Mighty Jakks. This is a mighty tiny little company, but they are going to be getting in on the Capcom Street Fighter craze, which comes back every now and then, but is seemingly going strong as of right now. So this is one of those instances where there were photos and there weren't, and then of course when I went to go get them, now the photos are gone, but luckily I managed to grab them in time. These are going to be blind bag series, little statues, basically little figurines, and they all have that kind of pixelated, sculpted look, which they're pretty cool. If this is your thing, by all means, they're going to set you back $15 each, and keep in mind, like I said, they're all blind bags. So good luck if you're after these. And then to continue on, we have Hasbro's offering for the first day of the Walmart CollectorCon. So this will be the G.I. Joe Classified Series, the Ghost Viper and Dire, which stands for Dread-Inducing Responsive Energy Beast 6-inch action figure and their pet. This is actually already hitting Walmart stores. So if you're lucky enough to find it, you don't even have to do anything. You can just grab it in store. It kind of been few and far between, just FYI. This is interesting to me. Again, I'm not going to claim that I know anything about G.I. Joe other than like, oh yeah, G.I. Joe. That was a thing back in the day. Don't collect them, but as I've said previously in various videos, if you're a G.I. Joe collector, you are eating pretty good. Like, they get some crazy stuff going. So now you have all these ethereal, spiritual pets, or whatever this is supposed to be, but it's very cool. So you got snakes and wolves and energy effects and skeleton hands, and it's kind of like a paranormal investigator, but you got swappable monstrous entities. It's cool, man. That's a cool looking set. So again, here it is. Everything you get in this set. I know the price. Everybody likes to say, "Oh, the price is crazy," and yeah, prices are crazy. We can all agree with that. But at least they're filling up the box. McFarlane Toys, I'm looking at you. Wouldn't this be nice with some kind of figure once in a while? But if you want this entire set, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Ghost Viper and Dire, I'll have those links down in the description below. So now we finally get to something that I am definitely after because, go figure, I'm a huge Spider-Man the Animated Series fan. This is the retro-carded Mysterio. This is one that I have definitely been looking forward to. A lot of people have said, wait, didn't they already do a retro-carded Mysterio? Well, yes, they did, but that was the old school, like, first appearance Mysterio from the comic books. This is the 90s animated series, John Sepper Jr., Spider-Man animated Mysterio, Quentin Beck. He looks fantastic. I honestly have no notes in terms of the big old fishbowl, the cape, the look, everything else. There might be some sculpted lines that could have been included. It kind of looks like he has them. It'd be something I have to wait and kind of see in hand to give you the final verdict on that. But the boots, the gloves, everything is Mysterio, and I'm happy with that. On the plus side, they even give you the unmasked Quentin Beck head, which he appeared numerous times in the animated series unmasked. So that's fun. My question is that what is this other stuff in the box? Because none of this is from the animated series. No, it's reuse from the prior retro-carded Mysterio. So there's a skull with a snake coming out of it, and then smoke effects, which, fine, great. I'm interested in the unmasked head and the figure. You want to throw some extras in the box for other people? By all means, fantastic. But here's the thing. If you're making Spider-Man the Animated Series figures, pull something out of the episode. Give him the can of exploding paint for all I care. Just pull that stuff out. Don't just go, here's some weird stuff. We don't know. That's basically what it is. Like, I don't know. We'll just put stuff in the box and hope it flies. So there you go. Retro card Mysterio. If you need him, he'll be $25. And then to finally round it out, we have NECA Toys with their offerings. Now, I am told, and keep this in mind, everything that is shown here, there may be more things that go up. Walmart likes to do that when the actual CollectorCon goes live. Sometimes they will post other things that they didn't tease, so just keep that in mind. If that happens, yes, the links will be there as well. But as far as NECA goes, there will be some other things you've already seen. Perhaps you already have. It's just being relisted, that sort of thing. But the new stuff will include 4 reissues, basically, of the 90s movie Turtles, which a lot of people have missed, or maybe they've missed some of the accessories we'll be talking about and whatnot. So you will be seeing this as a Walmart exclusive. You get new packaging across the board. They're kind of reminiscent of the old Ninja Turtle trading cards. I remember having these, so that's definitely what I remember. And they're kind of using, we'll say, accessory packs and extra heads and whatnot from the various looks and figures. So it's kind of a cobbleization of prior released to create a new offering. They all look fantastic. I will say this, even to this day, these turtles are phenomenal. These are some of the best action figures ever produced. They look like people in the rubber suits. And I believe that the only new accessory we'll just say is the campfire with the orange flame. I believe the Spirit of Splinter had a blue flame. So that's really the only difference. Everything else has been released in some way, shape or form, from the turtle wax to the pork rinds to the TGRI canister. Don't say TCRI. This is the movie universe we're dealing with here. So at least you can see them all packaged up, ready to go. Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello. And then you get to see what each character comes with. So Raphael will have a trench coat and his weapons and pizza and a bandana and the hat and everything else. So you get various looks for him. You even get the Jose Canseco bat. Then you have Michelangelo with the panda bear and the chips and the turtle wax, and he gets pizza as well because you got to give Michelangelo pizza. What are you doing? Leonardo comes with that new-ish type campfire with the orange flame, so that might be one that I pick up. Just FYI, he's also got the quote-unquote Domino's box, tile game pizza, weapons, yada yada. And then Donatello has the marshmallows on the stick. He's got the pork rinds, the hats. It's Donatello. He's looking pretty darn cool. So if you want them, links down in the description below. And then as another Walmart exclusive, there will be an Art the Clown figure. So this one will be very bloody, very Halloween-ish. He will come with a variety of those killing weapons that Art is so familiar with. I have only seen the very first Terrifier. I've not seen the second and the third. I know they're still working on more. He has very much become the more modern day Jason or Freddy and everything else. It's nice to include a new horror monster. And yeah, I would say Art has definitely earned his place. So brains galore, cat of nine tails with scissors on him and whatnot. The box art is great. Damien Leone's Terrifier Art the Clown. This is the blood-soaked version. Here he is all boxed up, ready to go. And then you get to see everything he comes with. So multiple faceplates, a decapitated head, hands, a saw, a gun, a drill, a garbage bag, and then every single weapon under the sun that comes out of a tool chest. So there you go. You have the Walmart exclusive, the bloody version of Art the Clown. So if you want them, links down in the description below. Woo! That was a lot for old day one. But now it is time to discuss day two, which is October 10th. And again, it kicks off at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. East. Once again, we are headed to Mattel. Mattel, this time around, is going to have some Barbies. I know a lot of you out there collect dolls. It's all good. Some of us collect action figures, which are also known as dolls. But there will be two variations of Barbie. Each one will set you back $60. It is part of their 80th anniversary line of toys. If you've been to Walmart and Target lately, they have big stands up in the middle of the aisles and whatnot, big old store displays. So yeah, they're making a big deal out of their 80th anniversary, as they should. You can even get some Masters of the Universe 80th goodies at Target right now if you're interested. But if you're interested in these particular Barbies, you know where the links will be. Then for you Masters of the Universe fans, and this is what I like. I see that price right there, and I go, look at that, $22. $22 for a Masterverse figure. This is the Vintage Collection Teela, which is, of course, 7-inch scale. She's got an altered head. She's got the snake staff. She has hands, the shield. She looks pretty cool. This is really nicely done. And I know a lot of people will tell me till I'm blue in the face. They'll say, oh, yay, everybody loves the Masterverse. I don't see a whole lot of people talking about them, and I honestly don't see a whole lot of people buying them because every time I go to Walmart or Target, they're all over the shelves. Right now, I know people still buy them. I myself have a ton of them. This looks like a great looking Teela. So for $22, you can pre-order her now. And then there will be Merman. Merman only gets one photo. So this is it. But he is in that same vintage style collection that they've really been killing. It looks great. All the figures, Skeletor, He-Man, and whatnot. Now you can add Teela and Merman. So Merman in traditional style will come with his trident and then his corncob sword. He looks pretty cool. He kind of looks a little bit more mechanical than most. An extra head portrait would have been cool. He may indeed come with extra parts, but this is it in terms of the photos, and this is what we're inclined to believe is only in the box. Moving on to Jakks Pacific. Now, Jakks will have a number of offerings for this Walmart CollectorCon. If you've been collecting the world of Nintendo, if you're a Metroid fan, most likely you already have all this. This is all just reboxed, repurposed, but it's a way to get them in the hands of new fans, new collectors. First up is the Metroid Prime 2.5-inch Bounty Hunters 3-figure set. This comes with Samus Aran, and then, of course, you get 2 Metroids. These are cool figures. I'm just going to say, I have several of the Metroids, but from years ago, so maybe they've updated the paint and whatnot. Samus looks great. Not much articulation on any figure, just FYI. But keep in mind, this is the 2.5-inch scale. Then there is the multi-pack, which, again, is something that we have already seen. This is the Chozo Power Suit 3-pack set. Comes with various looks over the years for Samus Aran. So it's actually not a bad set if you've missed these, if you're after these, but keep in mind, these are more of the teeny tiny figures. So they're not going to be full-blown action figures, of which you can go to your Walmarts, and I've seen them still on the shelves, and they're, well, technically it's the return of the world of Nintendo, but you got Metroid and Zelda and everything else. So keep an eye out for those if you are looking. And then this one, which I highly recommend. This is a giant, and they're calling it like a 6-inch scale, but it's giant. It's a Metroid Prime Metroid, but it comes in a box and you push the button and it blacklight glows, which you kind of feel inclined to leave it in the packaging because it's all in one go, right? But it's a pretty awesome figure, I will say. So for $25, I would say get it. If you're a fan of Metroid and Nintendo, if you got a cool game room, why not? You probably already have this, but in case you don't, you can pick this up now. Moving on to Boss Fight Studio. Boss Fight Studio enters the realm for Walmart CollectorCon offerings. First and foremost, this is a set of 4. This is their Popeye Wave 1, sort of it's not a box set, it's kind of a bundle of individually carded figures. So you get Popeye, Olive Oil, Bluto, and then, of course, Castor Oil. Castor Oil is the father of, yeah, you guessed it, olive oil. It's all the name, right? These I have heard. I don't have any. I have some of the old Mezco Popeye figures. This is something I've had my eye on. I might actually pick these up because, one, it's a great deal for $80. You get all 4 figures. You get a bunch of accessories. Popeye looks great. These are in the 5-inch scale. Just keep in mind. So, yeah, I would say if you're a Popeye fan, if you're into these kinds of action figures, this might be a great holiday box set for you to pick up. If you don't like Popeye, well then Boss Fight Studio also has the Undead Spectral Guardian action figure, which is highly articulated, and he stands at the 5.5-inch scale. Now, do keep in mind, this says $30, right? You only get one skeleton man. He's blue. He's got the Viking helmet, a sword, and the shield. Fine. Looks pretty cool. I'll be honest with you. I've heard pretty much all good things about these, but I don't hear a lot about them. I hear more about the Popeye and whatnot. But if the single blue skeleton is not for you, why not pick up the Epic Hacks set of 4, featuring the Grim Spectre, the Pirate, the Gladiator, the Barbarian skeletons. And again, they're all highly articulated, yada yada, and they're in the 1/12 scale. These are $60 for a 4-pack. So go figure on the price there if you want these. Again, these are pretty darn cool. Multiple parts and pieces, and you can swap them with each other. And the Grim Spectre looks pretty darn cool. He's like a pumpkin-headed man. These are in the 6-inch scale, keep in mind. And again, it's the perfect holiday for this type of item, right? It's very spooky and skeleton-y, and yeah, if they can get it to you in time for Halloween, it'll be the perfect shelf adoration in your toy room. Moving on to Hasbro. Once again, this is cool. They have stuff that I want. This is for Transformers. This is actually really nice. This is a retro carded. This is Wheelie from the 86 movie, or just Transformers after the movie. But anyways, Wheelie is getting his own, we'll say, bigger articulated transforming figure, where we've pretty much just gotten smaller versions, or he's come with Grimlock in a very static position. But he always comes with Bart Simpson's space slingshot. Although I have to say, maybe let's just say, finally put something as the actual slingshot element instead of just, yeah, here's the thing, right? That's all it is. Transforms into a Cybertronian car. He always had a cool alt mode. The character was annoying as all get out, but it's pretty cool. And I like how he looks on the card back. I'll be ripping him off the card back, but it's just old school. It's a nice way. It's a little nod and nostalgia. That's how they get you. So all packaged up, ready to go. The backside, it's got the tech specs and whatnot. And yeah, that's very much going, hey, remember this? Like beating you over the head with it. Remember Wheelie? He was so cool. Not really. And then to go with Wheelie, it's the retro carded Outback. I'll be honest with you, not too familiar with Outback, so I'll definitely be looking up this character. He looks pretty cool. He'll be $25 as well. Pretty much like I said, you'll see most of these toys that we've already discussed in the stores at one point. Maybe not everything though, like the offerings from Boss Fight Studio or Mighty Jakks, things like that. But if you've seen Hasbro, Mattel, and whatnot, chances are they will be in the stores. So you have Outback, and he changes from robot to truck, and he's got a little gun, and I like the colors, and he's very G1-ish. So that's some cool looking packaging right there. I'll definitely be picking up Wheelie and Outback. So that's 3 for me already. Day 1, we got Mysterio, and day 2, we have Outback and Wheelie. And again, we've already discussed it, but we all know how this is going to go. I'm going to pre-order them. The pre-order is going to get lost. And then I'm going to reorder it. And it's going to show up the next day. Sometimes even by noon if I ordered it at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's happened before. Moving on to McFarlane Toys. This it's going to have some explanations to it. So make sure you're paying attention. They did tout that as part of the Walmart CollectorCon, we're going to be seeing the purple version of Batgirl. We're going to get that newer version of Red Tornado, and then Blackfire. They did not explicitly say these were exclusive. And in past instances and everything else, when they've had these digital figures or collector's edition figures, and they say it's part of the Walmart CollectorCon, but these are usually the figures that go everywhere. Chances are these 3 are just first to market. So just keep that in mind. If you want them, pre-order them. That way you don't have to worry about it, but it would not be surprising to me if we see these elsewhere. And keep in mind, things do change, and I most definitely could be incorrect on this, but because of the wording, and you always got to pay attention to the wording when they do posts, it doesn't say exclusive. It just says coming to Walmart's CollectorCon, and just going hand in hand with things of the past. Now, in terms of actual Walmart exclusives, these will probably be more in that exclusive vein. So for $30, you can get the Superman Nightmare Edition. This is the black and gold sort of motif that they do with some of their figures. I have zero interest in this. My interest could be more at 0. Like, it's like in the negatives at this point. But for those of you out there that like this kind of thing, most definitely. And do keep in mind, even though it says gold label, these have had the habits of showing up other places later down the road, like the McFarlane online store. But let's just keep it as, you know, we're not going to argue semantics and everything else. For now, if you want them, Walmart is the place to be until we know more, we'll just say. So all boxed up, ready to go. This thing, it's a definite no-go for me. If you like this kind of thing, by all means. The regular figure is pretty stellar, but that's a pass for me, dog. Then for $70, which I'm gonna be honest, it's absolute insanity. McFarlane Toys. It's 2025. You're reusing bodies and parts from DC Multiverse and whatnot, stands. I get it. You're trying to do a new line. You're trying to not spend a lot on the budget, apparently. But people seem into these Mortal Kombat figures, so I wish you luck with them. But for me, it's just like, ugh, I don't know. So this is Reptile and Liu Kang. You see, you got the stands, multiple hands, fire, and looks. And okay, so you get a lot in the box. But $70 for a 2-pack from McFarlane in this day and age with their articulation and everything else, it's just not there. It's not there for me. The box is crazy. It's cool. Fight. That's what I want to see for packaging. That looks awesome. So bravo on that. I'll totally go, yeah, heck yeah, you nailed that. This is a version of Reptile where he's kind of phasing in and out. He can do kind of like the invisibility mode. And then, of course, from the regular version, he has all the parts and pieces that you would need. So, McFarlane, come here. Just come close a little bit. Collectors are not dumb. They know what you're doing. And other companies do this all the time, but you are so blatantly obvious with this kind of thing. It is incredible. Incredible that you think that we're not like, oh, yeah, I wonder why they did that. Reptile's unmasked looks pretty cool. I like the spitting head. So again, here's everything you're getting. There's quite a few parts and pieces. It's a price that's just not befitting of these types of action figures and whatnot. But if you have been collecting the Mortal Kombat line, the newer one, what do you think? Let me know. I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. And then what are your guys' thoughts on this new box set? Again, continuing on with the DC Multiverse, we are going to be getting yet another crack at Bane. This time around, he is a glow-in-the-dark Batman the Animated Series inspired colors. And that's okay. So for $50, you get Bane. He looks like the animated series. Fine, I totally get it. Is it pretty spot on? Yes, it's pretty spot on. Do you get any accessories with him? No, you get no accessories with him. You just get apparently 2 bases. That's what I mean. What are you getting in the box for $50 for a near 3-4-year-old figure at this point? And we just got another release of Bane that was much better, and he had fists. And where are the fists? When it's it's a lot of questions. A lot of questions, McFarlane. And I don't mean to rag on you, but you gotta understand. When you put stuff out like this, don't expect everyone to just go, pat yourself. Look at that. Just pat yourself right in the back. You're doing great. Okay, all that aside, I want this like yesterday. So for $30, you get the Emerald Twilight Green Lantern Hal Jordan. This is a gold label to Walmart. I want this. This is amazing. I love the paint. I love what they did here. That is Hal Jordan in his creepy comic book cover. He's got all the rings of all the dead lanterns. It's amazing. I want this. If this looks as good as this turns out to be in these promo photos, heck yeah. So I take back all the nasty things I said about Mortal Kombat and Bane and that gold and black Superman. You know what? Not the gold and black Superman. You deserve that one. But at least you get the comic book backdrop. That's awesome. You get a stand. Man, oh man, this looks awesome. They really did nail the front of the figure. The back of the figure, nothing. But at least you get some Green Lantern effects. You get the lantern. That's nice. And you get some alternate hands. So if you don't want to go totally creepy Hal Jordan all the time with the rings, well, at least you got normal hands. You can just be normal hands, creepy Hal Jordan. All boxed up, ready to go. This one's a must. So I'm up to 4 already. I'm going to definitely be grabbing this because methinks a lot of people are going to be after this one. God dang it, you got me again. For $40, they're reissuing the Manbat. And this is something I definitely brought up at Toy Fair. I said, you got to reissue Manbat. You did Clayface, you got to do Manbat. But I distinctly remember telling them that this would be the perfect opportunity to lighten the color on Manbat so that he doesn't look like he fell into a tanning salon and got trapped there for 3 days. Because in the original DC Direct, DC Collectibles release, he's just too dark for what you see. He's more of a light brown. Think of what his wings look like in that sense. He's just too dark. He's more like a coffee color in this sense instead of being more like a cardboard box, if that makes any sense. That being said, I don't have Manbat. This will be mine. I will be grabbing this. I am stoked. I'm stoked to just have this because Manbat was such a cool character in his various 2 episodes on the animated series. The second one wasn't even Langstrom, but you get the idea. He comes with the Bat Screechings tape, if I'm not mistaken. That's definitely the Screechings tape. That's not Batman's recorder. I have to go back and watch that episode now. You get the open wings and you got the enclosed wings, so that's cool for the figure. Then you got all the pill bottles. I'm curious to see how big those are. They look really out of scale. We'll have to see. Can't really see them in the box that much either. Hey, It's going to be a toss-up. Who cares, right? I'm going to get in a Manbat, and I'll get some extra pill bottles and a tape recorder and a tape if need be. So, yeah, that's 5 for me at the end of the day. Manbat, Green Lantern, the 2 Transformers, and then Mysterio on the first day. So that wraps it up for the Walmart Collecticon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, as I said, do keep in mind, this is everything as of, a couple days before the actual Walmart Collecticon takes off. I will be at New York Comic Con. I will have all the links on my socials. You'll have all the links down in the description below. Starting now, it starts on the 9th. It goes through the 10th. Each day, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. East. If stuff's not up right away, just wait. If it sells out, it'll come back. Don't fret over this. Just have some fun. You'll get the figures that you want. Just take your time. Don't freak out. And remember your training. Always remember your training, because if not, Toy Shiz will find out. He'll find out. And, well, you won't get your figures then. He'll get them instead. So thank you again for watching. You've heard my thoughts. I'm curious to know yours. Comment below. And until the next one, I will see you guys at New York Comic Con. So stay tuned for the best toy news coverage. Adios.